Hey everybody, welcome back to Joe Code. Aaron, thanks for having me back.
Yeah, man.
It's good to be. I'm glad we're still doing this podcast, even though we've only done a few. But I appreciate it every time. It's good to come in here and do this. I enjoy it. I need to start off today with a couple apologies. My appearance, the unshaven, the hair. This is not my look. I just did not have time to shave, and I apologize. This is a professional podcast. We've got professional microphones and journals. I want us to look good, but luckily you guys aren't the New York Yankees organization here, so I will not get fined for not shaving. Also, I would like to say sorry to Strider, my good friend Strider Wilson. I was supposed to do his podcast yesterday. I did not show up.
Yep.
Were you aware of that?
Yeah. We kept a seat open for you.
You were here, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize to Strider Wilson and the entire Wilson family. Wilson Sporting Goods, Wilson the volleyball, Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace, all the Wilsons. Very sorry.
The neighbor on Home Improvement.
Yeah, Wilson from Home Improvement. Yeah, everybody. So I take ownership for forgetting to show up, but now I will place blame on Strider.
Sure.
So I did the adult thing where I admitted to my mistake, but now I must try and shift the blame as best I can. So he asked me to do his podcast 6 days prior, and there was no follow-up reminder.
Yeah.
Granted, I should have written it down, should have put it in my calendar.
It's a lot of lead time.
It is. I saw him over the weekend.
Yeah, he could have reminded you that.
I don't think there was a mention of it then. So give me something. Give me a text. Give me anything. All I got yesterday was, what's your ETA? When I was walking to lunch.
Whoops.
That's all I got. What is your ETA? My ETA is 0. Not coming.
My ETA is I'm going to EAT.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. You mean EAT? I'm going to Erewhon to eat a healthy lunch. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did do with my roommate Graham. But I'm sorry. I wish I could have been there. But again, it was a tough week. My thumb still hurts. I got a lot on my mind.
Oh, really? From the play at second?
Yeah, from the play at second. From Ricky Henderson sliding into my thumb. See the way that guy came in? Like a maniac.
Yeah,
people tell me to take it easy. I can't take it easy if you're on the softball field with me and you're not taking it easy, I'm not going to take it easy. I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
I wish I would have held on to the ball because that guy would have been out. It was a short hop throw. Tried to do a quick catch and swipe tag. Dropped the ball. The guy slid right into my glove. Basically took my thumb off. I was lucky. Because then I was feeling it like in this part here. I was like, oh, man.
And what did you still manage to do in that game, though?
Yeah, I still smashed my next at bat. I gave the ball a nice ride. Guy made a running catch, but...
Oh, so this is after your 2-run homer.
Yeah, this was after that.
Oh, okay.
Then how about my golf shoe falling apart at the beginning of the game?
I didn't see, but that's funny.
I'm wearing golf shoes to play softball. It's fine. There's spikes on, not spikes, but there's grip. I like them. They're comfortable shoes. But then before the game, it goes, my shoe, the front of the shoe went like that.
Oh boy.
It was like my shoe became a puppet. Just the toe part and the sole just came apart. I had to tape it. Still played well. It was fun. Still frustrated with these umpires, though. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is coming from somebody that was an umpire. I was an umpire, so I'm going to criticize you umps. And I umped baseball where it's hard to see the balls and strikes. Not softball where it's coming in and then you got to make a safe and out call. Mm-hmm. I mean, the safe and out calls are just brutal. And they're very strong in their conviction of being wrong. Like, it's clear that they're wrong, and then they just don't listen to any counter argument.
Yeah. Yeah, it was impossible. It was a play where our player got caught in a pickle, and he eventually went back to the base he was on.
Yeah.
Slid head first, complete dust cloud.
Yes. He's on the base
over the
already.
base. You could not see it at all, and the umpire called him out.
Yes.
Which, if you can't see it, you can't call it out.
Yeah,
that is the basic rule. If you
and then
don't
there was
see
the
it,
one where I held onto the base and then fell. That was a very a very athletic play.
Yeah,
so
that's true. You fell well after catching the ball, and he called you off the bag. That's true. That was that was earlier.
All right. Again, I'm shitting on umpires 2 weeks in a row. You know what? Be better. Be better then, and I won't shit on you. How about that?
That's fair.
All right, I wanted to talk crime, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
You know, crime. A lot of people are into crime podcasts and all that stuff. What about when it happens to you, though? That's the thing. People like listening to these other crimes that happen to people. Well, what about when it happens to you? Okay, I've got a little story to tell. I've been mugged before.
Wow.
Did I ever tell you this? At gunpoint?
No.
Well, this was about 5 years ago. And I've always had the Citizen app, which is like a crime app.
Mm-hmm.
Tells you about, people think I'm, you shouldn't look at that if it drive you nuts or whatever. No, I need to know. I like being aware of my surroundings. Like, if you get mugged, it's a life-changing experience.
Yes.
Now I'm I could kind of downplay it because it happened. Yeah, this was like, I want to say late August 2016. But
my wedding weekend.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah, I mean, I just it's one of those moments in life where it's like it changes you. I'm fine now, but crime is bad. Okay, thanks, Captain Obvious. That's not what I mean, but at the time too, there was a lot of armchair Batmen. Telling me what I should have done in that given situation.
Oh. Well, let's hear the story.
Yeah, this isn't a movie.
I'm not going to be that guy, but.
Well, I was on the phone. I shouldn't have, and I was walking outside. It was night. I probably shouldn't have been doing that.
How late at night?
It was maybe like 10 o'clock at night.
It's borderline.
And I was walking in my old neighborhood, which was like between West Hollywood and Hollywood, off of Sunset. It's kind of like that no man's land area. It's not really, but it's like really dark over there. I was on the phone wishing my friend Dan a happy birthday. I never forget this. Nope. Doing a great thing.
Sure.
Calling this guy, wishing him happy birthday. And I'm just like, I was like basically just pacing outside my building, just walking back and forth on the sidewalk. It was dark. There wasn't a whole lot of light. And then a guy just comes running up behind me. He's got some point at me, which I assume is a gun, which people try to tell me that maybe it wasn't. Well, I'm assuming gun.
Yeah, I mean,
at that point, if someone's running behind me and pointing something and telling me to drop my phone, I'm assuming that that's a gun. If I can't see it, So all he wanted was my phone, though. He took my phone. I was in no position to defend myself. He caught me from the back. I was on the phone, distracted. I had no kind of leverage in the situation.
And he just really wanted to wish Dan a happy birthday.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for making jokes. People may want to make their little jokes.
Well, now that you're safe and it's years later, sure. But yeah, at the time, I definitely would have been like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, then I had to Facebook message him like, "Hey, I'm okay," because I like fell and I might have like let out a scream or something. I don't think
Were you,
I don't know
were you
if I was
on the phone at the time? Like,
yeah,
you
it was
still
the phone.
calling?
The call was still active.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
And I think it was an iPhone 5S. So take it, pal. Got an upgrade. Didn't want anything else, just the phone. No credit card. I think I had a couple credit cards on me.
Strange.
Keys. Could have went into my place if you wanted. But yeah, a lot of people telling me, "Oh, you should why didn't you fight back, or why didn't you?" I would have like kicked him and ran. Okay. No, you wouldn't have. Don't try to be Batman. If anyone's Batman, it's me. I'm Batman.
I think you got a good face for it.
I used to do a thing on stage about that,
Yeah.
saying I'd be a good Batman because I have like the face and when I shave, I have the 5 o'clock shadow in the nose and the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then there was actually a short film made out of that. It's called Raspberries. It's on YouTube, directed by my friend Ahmed Weinberg, where I play Batman, and then at the end of the movie explain why raspberries are a bad purchase because they go bad so fast.
Yep.
It's a great film noir. You can look it up. People still talk about it. It's about 10 minutes long. It's called Raspberries without the P. It's Rasberries. So feel free to check that out. It's a great film. And let's see, email me, guys, if you got any questions about my mugging or any other questions. You can email me at joepodcast. I'm sorry, I'll say that one more time. Email me at joepodcast@gmail.com. I wrote Gmail, but it's Gmail. I spelled it like U-Haul, Gmaul.
That's odd.
So if you want to rent a Gmail, hit me up. We can get you a Gmail. If you want to ask me, for example, here's a question you could ask me, like, "Hey Joe, how'd you get into stand-up comedy?" Great question. Thank you for asking. I always talked like this, how I talk. I know how I talk. I have a very kind of a strange inflection, kind of an interesting voice. I always was able to make people laugh just by talking from a very young age. I always had this very kind of, Aaron, you'd say I kind of talk strange, right?
Yeah, but in a good way. Like
in a funny way.
Yeah.
Like with this podcast, I could wear headphones if I wanted to listen to my own voice. I don't want to listen to my own voice, so I'm not wearing headphones. I'll let you guys have fun with it. But I always, even at a young age, I had kind of a lower voice. I remember being 7, 8 years old, my brother's friends calling me Smoker because I had a raspy voice. So I just always had a funny way about me in making people laugh. Mainly, I would say due to the voice, and then I'd say once I discovered stand-up comedy, everything just kind of clicked. I'm like, wow, if you can talk and people laugh and that can be a career, yes, I'll do that. Still in the process of making it a career, by the way. It's by no means a full career at the moment. I've had shitty jobs. I still have jobs. I still work at the Comedy Store. That's not I'm not saying that's a good job, but I'm just saying I've had my run of shitty jobs. But the Comedy Store is a great job. I get to perform there. I work there. But, the goal is to just perform there. So if you want to write into the podcast, that's a good question.
Although it's been asked now.
What?
It's been asked now, so.
Yeah, that was a good question for myself, asked by myself. So Joe, very good question. Oh yeah, special mention. Aaron, remember about the mugging story. So this is, let's say, late August 2016. You know what happened a couple months after that?
The election?
Okay, that, but more importantly, what happened a week prior to that? The Chicago Cubs won the World Series.
Oh, yeah. I try to forget that.
Well, I'll never forget it. You know, if God said to me, hey, Joe, in order for the Cubs to win the World Series this year, you're going to have to, you will be mugged, though. I'd say, all right, I'll take that deal. And I took that deal.
Yeah.
So you're welcome, Cubs.
That's all you guys get.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just one of those things you never thought would happen.
Yeah, and even that year, I mean,
I still can't believe it.
They overcame a lot of, like, game 5, game 7.
Yeah.
Like, everything in that Giants series, Bruce Bochy did correctly. Just his players didn't perform.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, the Cubs clinched that series with, like, a ridiculous 9th inning comeback.
Yeah.
It's great. But, like, even... it took a minute for that to sink in. I remember when the final out of Game 7 against the Indians, when Chris Bryant threw the ball to Anthony Rizzo. I needed, like, a 2-3 second... Like, people were already screaming, but I was like, I needed to see it on the screen. Chicago Cubs win the World Series. And then once I saw them all running and celebrating, then I was like, all right, now we can party. But it took... I had to make sure, because we've had it stripped away so many times. You know, 2003, it should have happened. And then 2016, 13 years. I did nothing in those 13 years except wait for the Cubs to win the World Series. So it was a rough 13 years. I was just sitting around.
Now, whose fault is 03? It's Alex Gonzalez, right?
Yeah, it's a collection of yeah.
It's not Steve Bartman's fault.
No, he was an easy target at the time. But there was, that was like a chopper, 2 hopper. Should have been a for sure double play.
Yeah.
That was tailor-made, as they call it. That was the biggest play that. But
if the Cubs had won that year, I probably would have been okay with it.
Thank you.
At the time, I was not mad.
Yeah, it was a fun team. I liked that team a lot. All right, now we're gonna go into our first segment of, every week, if you're following along, we do a This Sucks and This Is Great. We will start off with This Sucks this week. And This Sucks for this week is my clothes. I'm very sick of my clothes. My entire wardrobe now is shirts like this. I look like the guy going to the country bar, which... It's fine, it's a look, but I didn't want to make it my whole existence now. Every shirt I have that's long sleeve is like this, a version of this flannel. And this wasn't even my shirt. This was given to me by my friend Craig Conant, who's a funny comedian, does a community service podcast. Craig's touring now, he's doing great, but thanks for the shirt, Craig. It's nice, but enough of these. I need to branch out. Sometimes I look in my closet and I'm like, what? This is what I'm going with again. I need a new look. Not necessarily a new look, but let's mix it up.
It's also like 95 here today.
Yeah, it's also very hot, and I'm wearing this. Because I have zero confidence in my T-shirts. So.
Are you a shorts guy? Do you ever wear shorts? I don't know if I've seen you in shorts.
Yeah, I do wear shorts. I don't want to wear them to this.
It's a professional podcast.
Yeah, it's professional. I'm wearing my day jeans. These are like my lighter colored jeans. A little bit baggy. I call them my day jeans. the easiest part of my wardrobe is just when I go to work at the Comedy Store, because it's just the Comedy Store shirt, black jeans, black shoes, very easy. Don't have to think about it. So, yeah, whatever. Time for some new clothes. That's what happens. I think I'm going to go visit family soon. That's important to do, Aaron.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
Got some nieces and nephews' birthdays coming up. Got to go see the family. Got to make sure they remember me. I want to be, I want to be a good uncle. Give them gifts.
It is hard. I don't live that far away. I mean, I'm 2 hours away.
Oh, from yours?
Yeah, but and I don't even have that many nieces and nephews, but it's hard to
I have
remember to
3.
get gifts for all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, because 2 of them have birthdays coming up, so I think I'm gonna try and go in. So many kids now. Everybody with the kids. Brother, sister, friend. Like, all my friends have multiple kids now. So no one has time to visit me. I have to go back there and visit. Everyone always asks me back in Chicago, like, hey, when are you coming in? Oh, when are you coming here?
Yeah.
This is Los Angeles, California. The weather's beautiful here year round. Come visit me. We'll go to Disneyland with your kids. Some of my friends' kids, they call me by my last name.
That's odd.
It is. They're like 5, 7 years old. They tell them to call me Marrese because they call me Marrese. So these little kids are running around, hey, Marrese,
I mean, it's respectful, I guess.
I don't know. It's like, but I didn't play sports with you. Play with your father. You don't call me Marrese.
It's Coach Marrese to you.
Yes, call me Coach. Or Mr. I mean, I grew up calling all my friends' parents Mr. So-and-so. It's a sign of respect. But I had, I had this. You had one of these vegan burgers yet? Impossible?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a couple last week, actually.
Yeah, I had, there's this new place by me, vegan burger, double patty. I just am confused by what's in it. They say it's plant-based, it's impossible. You made it, so it seems pretty possible. What do they mean when they say impossible?
I think it's impossible that it tastes so good.
Oh. But what does the plant-based mean? Like, is it just ground up leaves? I don't get what that means.
No, I think a lot of them are like
soil.
Pea protein is one of them. I think there's like some beets in there for color.
Beets?
Uh-huh.
Is beet a plant? That's a vegetable.
Yeah, it's a vegetable, yeah. Vegetables are plants.
Vegetables are plants?
Yeah, if they grow in the ground, right?
I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. The fries were great, though. I thought the fries were great. Still trying to get on board with the whole impossible thing. There was 2 days I had 2 fake burgers. In the same day I had 2 fake hamburgers. I had a vegan burger and then the Impossible Burger and then a turkey burger. I think this week I'm going to go for the real frickin' thing. Give me the beef.
I got the Impossible Whopper last week.
How was that?
I don't really love the sauce on a Whopper.
You mean mayonnaise?
Yeah, I think it's mayonnaise.
I mean, there's no sauce. That's the Big Mac.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not. And then the onions, the tomato. It's like, I don't want all that necessarily. But I was trying to be healthier, so.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you should be healthier.
But somehow there's like a deal going on where like you get one and then you get a second one for $1.
Ooh.
Somehow I ended up still paying like $11. I was like, what the? I didn't even get fries or anything.
Yeah, I feel like all those places are expensive now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter where you go. It's just...
Except In-N-Out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
For me.
All this eating talk reminds me of... I used to do Joe Eats. You remember that, Aaron?
Yeah.
People still ask me about Joe Eats. I haven't done it in a long time. I mean, I'm doing this now. I could talk about food on here. Going back to, like, people laughing at me just talking. Joe Eats came about because my friend in Chicago, Brian Christopher, we were having a meal one time out here in LA, and I was just, like, talking about the food, and he's like, this is hilarious. We have to start filming you eat. I was like, what? And so we did it. And we used to do these long-form YouTube Joe Eats, like 5-7 minutes long. It was too much. We'd do like this lead into the place, and I'd be like, talk about what I'm going to eat. But then I did it on Instagram, 1-minute videos, and that was the way to do it. Keep it short and sweet.
What was your favorite?
Excuse me?
What was your favorite thing you ate on there?
My favorite Joe Eats, probably, that's a really good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to give an answer. Maybe the brownie sundae from Swingers.
Ooh, yeah.
Really like that a lot. Brownie, warmed up with vanilla ice cream, hot fudge, whipped cream, and then the whipped cream kind of melts. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just oozes down.
Solid.
Looking to perform. If people want to invite me to do stand-up shows, that's another thing you can do. I'm ready to perform. I love comedy and I want to do it. So please let me know. I'm doing this podcast and I'm doing comedy. And this is my way of saying I need representation. That's what I'm saying. Because this is me putting myself out there that I will do your show. So this is me doing my bidding for myself. So thank you. Why don't we go with this is great for the week. Now, I know this is heavy food talk. Well, again, if you're a fan of Joe Eats, you like the food talk. So there's all these hot chicken places now, right?
Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
Yeah, like my favorite is, I live right by a Dave's Hot Chicken. But here's the thing, and I've been telling people this is what's great. You order no spice.
Wow.
Because you do no spice, what you get is just fried chicken. And it's delicious.
Oh, wow.
Because everybody's got these chicken sandwiches now. Everyone's got their own chicken sandwich. If you get the slider from Dave's, no spice, beautiful, delicious fried chicken. You don't need spice, doesn't need to be hot. Taste the chicken. You want to taste the chicken, you get no spice. And everyone I've told about this thinks it's a great idea. Which makes me feel good, because if I can give a good food recommendation, I've done my good deed for the day.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even expected that to be an option.
Yeah, well,
a hot chicken place, like no spice. Oh, well, you can do that?
Absolutely, you can. You got to look at the chart of flavors you can do, or heat level.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, even in the name Dave's Hot Chicken, I know I can't handle hot chicken, so I'm just not even going to go there. But now that I know you can do no spice, it opens up the world to me.
See, yeah, you're welcome, Dave's. I'm sending people your way, people that are afraid of the hotness.
I mean, let's not get crazy. I'm not afraid. No, I am absolutely afraid.
No, people are afraid. You don't want that spot. Like, I'll get, even if you get, like, I think even the mild is a little bit spicy there. So, in the medium for sure is, like, hot. So, you go in there, you say no spice. Oh, it's a game changer. So, you're welcome, like, everyone who thought, oh, I can't do hot chicken. It's too spicy. You have the option of getting no spice, and then guess what? You get fried chicken.
It kind of feels like going to an ice cream place and then saying no cold stuff. So,
no, I think it'd be like, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Is it that crazy to get no spice?
I mean, if you can, that's awesome. I just wouldn't have thought it.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm one of the more brilliant food minds of this day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to share my wisdom with people. That letting you know you can do no spice at a hot chicken place. It's incredible what I'm doing for the world by letting people know this kind of information. With that, we are about out of time. I just would like to say, people still make fun of me about my OtterBox phone case. You see, does this look big, Aaron? It's a very big phone.
What size phone is that? Yeah, I was going to say your phone looks big. But no.
Double X. I don't know. It's just a big phone, and I have this case because I drop my phone a lot. I dropped my phone in front of somebody the other day, and they said, whoa, look at that case you have. Why do you have that? Because of that.
Yeah.
You just saw me drop it on the sidewalk. That's why I have that case. I don't care if it's bulky.
Yeah.
And I got my magnet here for my phone holder in my car, which is the best thing ever. So yeah, please write in. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Joe Code podcast. Also check out that logo back there. We just got that. Thank you to whoever made it.
Brian Stefanik.
What's his name?
What's his name? Brian Stefanik.
Brian Stefanik. Thank you, Brian. It's fantastic. Joe Code with Joe Marrese. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.